Hello, thanks for joining me for another review. Right, today we are going to Pinmill Brewery. I think this could be the actual first beer that I've reviewed from these guys, although I've had a few of their beers, and this is their Swimming Giants. It's a double IPA coming in at 8% ABV. Check out that artwork. As you can see, it's a collaboration with Finback Brewery. They're out of California on the west coast of America, and yeah, absolutely staggering artwork. This is the second beer of our Good Beer Live, supported by Honest Brew. So if you're new to Honest Brew, check out their website. Great online store for craft beer. They get all the latest releases. So if you put in the code Good Beer Live at the checkout, if you spend £35 or more, that enables you to £10 off your first order and free shipping over 35 quid. Banging. So check them out. So second beer of Good Beer Live show on the 2nd of November. I've already tried the beer, of course, so let's just top it up a little bit, try and generate a little bit of a head, not too much. Just give it a swirl and a sniff. There we go. It's quite a, I say dry. It's got like a fruit pastel-y edge. More of a kind of a perfumey, wildflower. It reminds me a little bit of dandelion, but then some passion fruit, light stone fruits, a little bit kind of chalky on the aroma. That makes sense. Yeah, a little bit more malt character. Yeah, fruit pastel, maybe a little touch of pineapple, not too much. Dank. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Wow. It reminds me of a Brewed IPA, which is one of them kind of new crazes that's going on at the moment, certainly in America and here in the UK, since probably about July of 2018. That's when it really started to catch on here. Early August I tried about 4 or 5 different Brewed IPAs. This has got that kind of Brewed IPA-esque-ness about it, if that makes sense, but it's not full blown, oh, this is dry. You know, there's little elements of it mixed in with that kind of New England style, if you like. I mean, it's hazy, but on the haze scale these days, this is yeah, it's probably about say a 7 range if you want to rate the haze scale, the unclear for years scale, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, hair there, go away. But yeah, it's a lovely looking beer in a glass, hazy as you like. Definitely perfumey. A little bit of pineapple, not too much as I've said. Passion fruit. Yeah, it's a great beer. Not too dry though, it's not over the top like a Brewed IPA. It's got a little bit more flavour. It's not kind of like completely drying your palate out like them beers can do. I'm not too taken on the Brewed IPA style, although I've never reviewed any. I've had a fair few, as I've already said, but yeah, this beer's really damn good. I've never had anything from Finback Brewery, but anyway, let's get back to what this actual beer says. Before we go into that, this was packaged on the 7th of September of 2018. Best before the 7th of January 2019. Excuse me. Brewed in collaboration with our pals from Finback Brewery. Let me just check something. Because I thought they were New York. And I was told otherwise. They're out of New York. Different beer. They're out of New York. My bad. Anyway, skip that. You didn't hear any of me waffling on. So the malts in this are Pils, Super Pale, Flaked Maize and Wheat make up the grist. We whirlpooled the Citra and Idaho-7, fermented with London Fog Yeast, and then extensively dry hopped with Denali, Idaho-7 and Nelson Sauvin. Contains barley, wheat, maize, hops, dextrose, water and yeast. So the allergens are obviously barley, wheat and maize for the allergens out there. So I'm getting confused with New York, and anyway, it doesn't matter. There's definitely more of a kind of a grape quality, I'd say, on this one as well, which is probably the Nelson Sauvin. A little bit more kind of melon. It's a little bit of vinous almost, not like to the extent of a like obviously a stout vinous, but you know, with a red grape, but the equivalent wise of for a white grape. It's definitely got a kind of a wine quality about it without being overboard. But yeah, cracking beer. In terms of rating for me then on this one, I'm very, very happy and enjoying this a hell of a lot. I think it's a fantastic beer. I've not, as I said, not had nothing from Finback, so I can't really comment on that brewery. I've had a few beers from Pinmill Brewery in Suffolk, and really, really good beer. Good brewery. Yeah, so what do I give this beer then? The Swimming Giants Double IPA. It's a 9 out of 10 all day long. So it's a 4.5 on the Untapped scale. Over to Untapped. Let me just get the page up and ready. So it's had 1,446 check-ins, 421 in the last 30 days, 1,314 ratings, coming in at 4.22. So it's not quite up to what my first beer for the Good Beer Live show was, according to them or myself, what I've done before. But yeah, this one, it's a 9 out of 10 all day long, 4.5 on the scale of Untapped. So yeah, pretty damn good beer. Thanks to Honest Brew again for the beer. Remember that code, Good Beer Live, for your £35 at Nova order for £10 off and free shipping. You can't beat it. So, that being said, thanks for watching. Let me know if you've had this one before, and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.